Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Did you see Lana's picture of the clouds?
Yes, was that yesterday?
That was a week ago Saturday, and that's the Capitan Mountains.
It's really cool.
And we drove through Lincoln and Capitan on our way to Carrizozo and the green chili cheeseburger that I finally got.
Yay!
At the Owl Cafe. So
was it satisfying?
It was exactly what it was supposed to be.
Good. Good. I'm so glad.
Oh, but the what they call it, the Our Lady of Grace Fall Fiesta will happen this year.
Yes.
And there will be green chili cheeseburgers there. So.
Yay! October 2nd and 3rd.
I believe that's right.
Yes.
So
I had to call her yesterday and ask because they changed their dates.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard a rumor that you played golf.
I did play golf.
And you were on a winning team.
Just this past weekend.
Wow.
Yes, shout out to Jessica Neal, who can play golf. Just kidding, Jessica. Yeah, so I had my 20th class reunion. Now, I can talk up this whole winning thing all day long. However, there were two teams. So there's that.
Okay, so there wasn't like...
Oh, yeah, no.
There was
two
your
teams
team
of four.
And one other team.
Yeah,
okay.
4-4. And
yes,
we had a semi-pro golfer on our team, and so they took 3 of my shots on the entire 18 holes.
Well, good for you.
I will pat myself for those 3 shots. But it was a lot of fun, and I actually played the whole 18 because sometimes I just like get frustrated with myself, and I'll just sit in the cart and be like, "Can I just please be the driver of the cart because it's more fun." But
no, for that you have to work for the entity that's putting on the event and then just drive the refreshment cart around.
Right, yeah.
If they're still doing that, I don't know.
I think they do at the country club here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good.
We were in Roswell, but
yeah.
Anyway, it was fun. So, Ken Murphy, I did play golf this weekend.
And
I can play golf.
Ken says, "Wait, what?"
I did.
You were on a winning golf
I was
team.
on a winning golf team, and I had a little mug yesterday that said, 20th high school reunion winner.
There you go.
I used it yesterday. I should have.
So Ken says Jessica can play golf?
I can. I only lost 2 balls.
Well, that's good. That's good, because the last time I was in a tournament, it was for the Broadcasters Association. We were up in Albuquerque, and I was with Tubes McFingers. And the main thing that we try to accomplish is to finish the day with as many golf balls as we start.
Okay.
And so we'll pick them up off the golf course.
Hopefully that wasn't someone else's ball behind us.
Well, usually it's because we've shanked it or hooked it, and so we're off in the rough, and then, is this your ball? No? Okay, it's going in the bag.
Yeah.
We're down 1.
Yeah. Really down. Yeah.
And so that's, to us, if we net
golf balls,
then we've had a good day.
That's funny.
So
yeah,
different people have different goals, I guess.
Yes, we found one this weekend as well. It was a really cool red, white, and blue, like stars and stripes, and it was bright. But you could tell someone lost it in the rough, and it had been there for a long time.
Yep.
Probably not a good one, but that's okay. It was fun.
I'm not talking about picking them up off the fairway.
Oh, yeah, no.
They're most likely other people's
balls.
Golf balls. I think somebody told me a story. He's passed away, but since then, so it's hard to talk about because you get in trouble. But apparently they had gone out and picked up a bunch of range balls.
Oh.
And had come back and said, "Look at all these free golf balls that I found."
Oh,
and
no.
Well, you've been over by the range, haven't you?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, are they yellow with a black stripe around them? Those are the practice balls.
That's exactly right. So, well, congratulations. Now, have you had the clay shoot yet? Has that?
No, that will be September 18.
Okay.
So the clay shoot that did just happen, that was the one for Holly Frontier.
That benefited the Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Ours will be next, I believe, on the list. So September 18th, and that's a big day. There's a lot going on in town. There's going to be a trade market day type thing out at the fairgrounds.
I think we're gonna be there doing
cool.
a radio remote that day.
Awesome. Yeah, she filled up quick on that. So there's even a waiting list to get in that.
She called the day she came by to talk to us, which has been a couple weeks. I think they were full then. So I mean, as soon as she announced that they're having this trade deal, it just filled up. So that'll be fun.
I know, that'll be really cool. So there's that. There's our clay shoot. And then in the afternoon from 12 to 6 is the green chili cook-off at Hotel Artesia. So it's going to be a fun weekend that week.
Yeah, that's September
18th.
18th. Okay.
It's coming up. Gosh.
I wonder.
Well, it's still July. We have about a month and a half.
Yeah, well, we need to start planning for it, I guess. You said September 18th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and on the Friday night beforehand, the Artesia Bulldogs will be hosting Cleveland.
Oh, so it's here in town. Yay.
Yeah, the Cleveland...
Is that in Albuquerque?
It's in Rio Rancho.
Okay.
So, I was going to say the Guardians, but that would be wrong. That's the new team for the baseball team in Cleveland.
Oh.
They're not the Indians anymore.
Oh.
They will be the Guardians.
Cool. Okay.
Your reaction is about the same as everybody else's reaction. So, but no, it's Cleveland High School, V. Sue Cleveland High School from Rio Rancho. So that'll be a big game, and that'll be the Friday night before all of these events that you'll be having on Saturday. So it's a home game.
Yay!
So people will be in town, and that'll be good.
Fun to go to everything. Yeah. It'll be a fun weekend. We're excited.
Will be good. Now I know this is a Arts and Culture District event, but the Red Dirt Black Gold event is also coming up between now and then.
Yes, August 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check that. I think I'm right. Yes, Saturday, August 28th.
Yep.
At just right here at Heritage Plaza, same place as normal.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing cornhole again. I think they're going to have vendors all in the plaza area, and of course the beer garden, and of course the bands, paying tribute to our black gold that we have.
That's
and
right.
Red Dirt.
That's right.
I know. I'm really excited. We've got some good stuff coming up. So
yeah,
we're gearing up for everything.
Now, a little further down the road, is there still going to be a balloon weekend?
Balloons and
hot air
tunes.
balloons?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Balloons and tunes is still coming. We have save the dates to all the pilots, so hopefully they will save their date on their calendar. We'll be getting that more of information about that out soon. But yes, we've already sent that to the pilots, and we've already gotten some feedback, like, oh yeah, we'll be there, or oh man, we can't make it,
Yeah, but you're starting to hear from some of the folks.
Starting to hear back from them. So I'm excited to have it again. It's fun.
Now the Eagle Draw as the launch point, that seems to have settled in as probably the most preferred place for the pilots to launch their balloons.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, and especially this year it being so green. And we like it too because we came up with the new system at the 13th Street Bridge, putting the flags out, fly today or no fly today, and then that way the public can kind of see that. I think it's a really easy, whichever way you're going on the draw, you can see that, the signs for that. So that way you can tell if the weather's looking good or if the weather's not looking so good.
Yeah.
So, because you never know what's happening,
That's right.
30, 50 feet up that would prohibit them from flying.
Yeah.
So.
No, that was a lot of fun the last time we had one, but I'm trying to remember. It wasn't last year. So it would have been 2 years ago?
2019, yeah. And you parked your big truck out there,
Yep,
and we came in all sat by your trailer because you had the heaters. It was nice.
We did have the heaters. And that was kind of weird because sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's not. There's a lot of variables in the weather that particular weekend, a little later in the year.
And it's usually time change weekend.
Yep. So we get ready for that. So that's still coming. Plans for that are going on. And then you get toward the end of the year. Will there be a light up Artesia this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Planning that I just talked to Elizabeth yesterday about it. I think she said December 4.
Mm-hmm.
No, December 2nd. It's
Okay.
the Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Right. Okay.
So December 2nd.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. One other thing I was going to ask you, and I know everyone's been busy with the fair preparation and all that kind of stuff, but has the chamber heard anything from the state chamber or from the state tourism people or anything having to do with this uptick in the number of COVID cases? Anything that they're keeping an eye out on or talking about? Have you guys been on any Zoom calls or whatever?
I think Haley has.
Okay.
However, I have not heard back from that. Like, because she does her chamber execs Zooms every Monday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know if she was able to get on yesterday or not. So
Right.
I don't know. I'm sure they're talking about it. I haven't gotten that report yet.
Okay. I know the
Sorry.
schools came out with theirs
Yes, yesterday.
and that's going to be interesting to see people's reaction to that, because basically they're saying at the elementary school level, regardless of vaccination status, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah,
Kids, teachers, volunteers,
everything.
everything. If they're riding on the bus, if they're at a assembly in an elementary
Even
school.
outside,
No, I think
just
outside.
not outside stuff, right?
Right. And I'll read it again because
Yeah.
that's what we get. That's what we wonder about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. I had the story up. Here it is. All individuals in elementary schools, regardless of vaccination status, are required to wear a mask while in a building, on transportation, or at an indoor
Event.
event. Then on the secondary level, secondary schools, if you are fully vaccinated and can prove it, then you don't have to wear a mask.
So what is secondary? Just high school? Or what
that's
grade does that
That's
start?
a good question.
Because this, from the KOAT,
Mm-hmm.
it says students and staff in junior and high school, but
That would be
that
that would be secondary then.
officially is secondary. So I don't
then
know.
elementary would be
Just through fifth.
through fifth or something like that. Yeah, I will get
So
clarification
6th through
from Mr.
12.
Null
Yeah.
tomorrow on what that is. And then it says masks are not required outdoors for anyone.
Good.
So
So
and
recess is cool.
recess is cool. Football, soccer is cool. But what's interesting is it sounds like that they probably wanted to, but I'm just speculating. They probably wanted to, but can you imagine at the football game having to check the vaccination status on 5,000 people?
Imagine the line.
Yeah.
Just waiting to. No.
Yeah. So they're not going to have for masks outdoors. You know, but
Correct.
But if you are going to go indoors to a secondary school and you don't want to wear a mask, then you are going to have to be able to demonstrate through your paperwork that you have been vaccinated.
So, are they going to check every day? Like, do they ask the students and staff every day? Like, what if someone got vaccinated after school one day and then they show up and they don't wear a mask? But
Excellent question. Excellent question.
That's going to be a hard thing to manage. I
Put
don't know.
that on my list to ask the superintendent tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a question I saw online, and I thought that was a really good point
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to be a big thing, trying to check everybody every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Be interesting to see how this
I
all.
know. It makes me sad for the high schoolers because there's a lot of, teenagers struggle already, right? I mean, clicks and popularity and this and that and sports and whatever. It's just one more thing they have to struggle with.
Now we're throwing the mask thing on top
Yeah,
of
I
it,
just
you
feel
know.
bad for them.
Did you see her mask?
Oh, they're not wearing it.
It looks store-bought.
I made mine. So I'm just kidding.
There'll be the FFA kids who, and there'll be the home ec students, and then there'll be the jocks will have,
The bulldog ones.
yeah. It's another
whole nother
peer
level.
pressure
Yes.
level there.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And like you said earlier, it's why we don't let them vote because They just don't, they're not 100% logical yet, right?
Yeah,
so,
that's right. At what age do you think you become logical?
aren't they saying that the frontal lobe isn't fully developed now until like age 25? Like it's getting older and older.
Yeah, could you imagine introducing a bill that's going to raise the voting age to 25?
Wow.
And it may not be, I mean, there certainly should be a discussion about it, but there's a lot of people that want to lower the voting age. And I'm like, no.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
You know. And then you get into the debate, well, if you're old enough to go to war, you should be old enough to drink, smoke, and vote. And so there's that argument as well. But
and that's still 18 for war?
Correct. But 21 to drink.
Sure. In the United States.
In the United States. This is true. That's another area.
Well.
Have you been watching any of the Olympics?
Yes. Well, I didn't get to yesterday, but I did get to watch the opening ceremonies.
You did?
What was it, Friday night, I think?
I believe so.
Friday night?
Yeah.
It was a bunch of people walking in until the very end, and that's when all the cool stuff happened.
Okay.
It was really neat. So I found out that, or they talked a little bit about like how the Japanese when they first hosted the Olympics, they invented all the little people and what they're doing.
Okay.
Like the little, for lack of millennial term, emojis.
Okay. Oh,
right?
okay.
So the little people, like when it shows that the swimming person is on there or whatever, because that was helpful for them with the language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
So they invented that, which is still used today. And then what they did is they incorporated that in their opening ceremony, and it became live. They had real people doing it. Did you see it?
No, I did not see
It
it.
was so cool. I stopped it, rewound it, and made my kids all come watch it. Brody came and watched it with me. And he kept looking at me, can I go to bed now, Mom? And I'm like, I know it's late, but please watch it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was neat how they did all 50 sports in like this 2 to 4 minute window. I can't even remember how long it was because it was just like mesmerizing watching these guys try to.
Wow.
Yeah, they had like big old like round things on their heads, so it made them look exactly like the emojis, and they all came to life.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat. So,
Well, the Olympic opening ceremony in Tokyo saw the lowest ratings in 33 years.
really?
You were one of the few.
Well, and I was doing other things while I was watching all the people come in. But then at the end was when it was cool.
It was cool. 16.7 million viewers and a 37% drop from the 2016 ceremony.
Dang.
So it's...
Well, and nobody was there. It was really sad. And the stands, the chair backs had all different colors,
Okay.
like skin colors. So it almost, like in certain shots, video shots, it almost looked like there were people out there.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, and there's been a little bit of controversy in that a lot of the people in Japan don't want the Olympics there because of the COVID concerns, and there have been protests. And
Really?
so if you polled the average Japanese person on the street, they would probably be opposed to the Olympics even being held
Wow.
in Japan because it was supposed to be last year.
Yeah.
And
and all the opening ceremony stuff still said, I mean, everything just says Tokyo 2020.
right.
All the commercials, everything.
Right. Yeah, it's the 2020
Olympics.
Olympics, but it's being held in 2021. So
Crazy. So they're going to still have it in 24 then, right? I mean, is that kind of what they're implying?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah, and not sure where I can't remember where it's going to be.
I don't either.
Hadn't been paying much attention. I guess our top gymnast is out.
Oh, is it that Giles lady?
Is that who that is? Some kind of medical issue.
You said emotional? No.
That's what one of the stories was that Lana read, and I thought, no, come on, that can't be right.
Yeah,
So,
it's a woman. It's a girl gymnast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of pressure on these athletes, as you know. Mm-hmm. And
So what do? You just say I'm out?
Simone Biles out.
Oh, Simone.
Yes.
She's amazing. Because there's two, like her and her buddy, that were supposed to take over everything.
And this is a New York Times article, and since I'm not going through Apple News, it's not letting me read the whole article. It just says that Russia wins gold over United States as Biles withdraws due to a medical issue, according to USA Gymnastics, after she faltered on a vault. So, and then, so that's too bad.
Well, I've been watching the slow-mo of her vault where she did the pike tuck thing, where her legs were just straight.
Yeah.
And she went backwards twice. Man, it was amazing.
It's amazing. I can roll around in the dirt. That's about it. I can look like I'm in pain.
Just like the swine at the fair. I could do that too, Gene. It'd be fun.
That's exactly
Go play in
right.
the mud from the rain yesterday.
That's right. All right.
Cool.
Anything
Thanks for
else we
having
need
us.
to talk about today?
Just come out to the fair this week. We have new teachers coming up. We'll talk about that next week again.
Okay.
August 8th, Monday. August 8th. Right.
Which would be a week from Monday.
Yeah.
Did you get plenty of stuff to give to the teachers?
We're still working on that. We're still
okay.
August 9th, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So bring stuff for the teachers. We want to spoil them rotten. But yes,
Okay.
we're gathering things. People have ordered stuff. So it's
Okay.
going to be fun.
Cool.
All right.
Jessica, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
See you next week.
We'll see you probably at the fair. Look forward to that. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll wrap up the hour after